Is Cash App, Zelle, and Venmo getting canceled? Welcome back to the channel. I'm Mike the Credit Guy, the biggest. If this is your first time to the channel, make sure to hit that subscribe button. That way you find out every time we drop new content, you're gonna hear about it first. We talk about everything credit here. So if you haven't already, hit that like button, that little like button. That way this video goes out to way more people, okay? In case you didn't know, I am the owner and founder of Limitless Culture. We created the most advanced DIY program in the industry. At $55.99 a month, our system will create custom Metro 2 attack letters, attacking any negative items on your credit reports and all your personal information that's not accurate. Imagine that. Our system will create your letters, email them to you, you print them, you mail them out, certified mail, and you're done. It's just that simple. You don't have to join any Facebook groups, you know, those archaic things. You don't have to read any modules. You don't have to do any master courses. We cut all that nonsense out. Our system will create those custom letters, email them to you, you print them, you mail them out, certified mail, and you're done. Link is always going to be in the description for our DIY program, the most advanced in the industry. So in case you've been living under a rock and you have no idea what the FedNow app is, something huge has been going on in the background. You know, while all these other things are going on about, you know, SVB Bank, you know, Trump getting indicted, the housing market crash, you know, the used car market's crashing, everything's crashing and nobody's paying attention to what the Federal Reserve is doing. They have created the FedNow app. So everyone says, you know, it's fear mongering. It's people thinking about conspiracy theorists. Like, no, think about it right now. Why would the Federal Reserve create a peer-to-peer, institution-to-institution banking app that you can transfer money instantaneously? We already have Zelle, we already have Cash App, and we already have Venmo. But there's been massive issues of scamming that's going on within those peer-to-peer, you know, money trading, let's say apps, okay, whatever, platforms, okay? Peer-to-peer money transferring platforms, nothing but scams going on. So it's very important to always remember something. If somebody's asking you for a Zelle payment, a Cash App payment, a Venmo payment, and you don't know them, do not send money to somebody you don't know. Legitimate businesses don't run transactions in those platforms. It is most likely a scam because guess what? Your money's not protected in there. You can't file a chargeback. You can't get that money. That money's gone. It is gone. Okay? There's been so many people being scammed by these, it's not even funny. My business would never, ever accept any type of payment through any type of peer-to-peer lending, Cash App, Venmo, or Zelle. So let's just get that on the table, okay? We're a legitimate business and we take business transactions through a business. Imagine that. The Federal Reserve saw a huge opportunity with cryptocurrency and the blockchain, okay? They saw the uncertainty of crypto, all the scams and all the craziness, the FTX crash, okay? That was the craziest meltdown of all crypto meltdowns, okay? But there were so many of those on a smaller scale that didn't get any attention. But this one got attention because it had government officials, major celebrities, you know, major athletes that were involved in this, not realizing it was the biggest Ponzi scheme of all Ponzi schemes. But the FedNow app, FedNow, I keep saying FedLoan for some reason, like it's a student loan. But the FedNow app was already in its inception with Project Cedar. They were already working on trying to build a digital currency using the blockchains, testing it out, making sure that it's actually safe, okay? Because they're going to tell you it's safe, like nothing can be hacked, okay? It's built by the Federal Reserve, which is essentially built by the government, okay? So this is supposed to help with the transfer of money to money, okay, from peer to peer, institution to institution, and they can track every single thing that goes through every single transaction. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button. That way you find out every time I go live or I drop new content, you're gonna hear about it first. If there's anything specific you want me to talk about, drop it in the comment section. Drop some emojis in there so we can get this video going. Don't be afraid to ask a question. That's what we're here for, okay? And if you haven't already, hit that bell notification. That way you find out every time I go live, you're going to hear about it first. You never know when I'm going to pop up live. If you're looking to work on your credit, we did, in fact, create the most advanced DIY program in the industry. For $55.99 a month, our system will create custom Metro 2 attack letters, attacking any negative item on your credit report that is hurting you, and attack any personal information that is not accurate, okay? We're going to create those custom letters. Our system is going to email them to you. You print them out, send them out certified mail, and you're done. You don't have to read any modules or do any master classes or join any archaic Facebook groups. We cut all that nonsense out. Our system is just that simple. We simplified the process. Link is in the description for that. And if you need full service, we do offer full service credit management. We have a Metro 2 attack program, and we do offer a full service pre-litigation program that is designed to get you a free legal review by some attorneys. Imagine that. And also we do offer a full service identity theft program for people that have real identity theft issues. Links are always going to be in the description for those, okay? And anyone that joins the DIY program gets exclusive access into my custom app that is available for Android and Apple in those stores, okay? The custom app is designed to create a custom community. We're not censored, none of that nonsense. We can say and do as we please in there, so we can help even more, okay? So it's gonna have some of my biggest videos, and we're gonna keep adding more to that library. Link is going to be in the description. And always remember, last part's the most important. You're probably sitting there asking yourself, why does this even matter for me? Like, why should I care about this FedNow app? You know, I don't use Zelle, I don't use Cash App, I don't use Venmo, I don't use none of that nonsense. Well, the fact of the matter is, there is a digital currency that's going to start to be used, okay? There's already federal parks that you can't use any cash. You can only use a card with. Imagine that. So people that say cash is king, you're looking kind of silly right now, because it looks to be that they may push away from regular everyday currency, okay? There's a lot of reasons why. I'm not going to cover that in this video, okay? Because it's way too, I'm not going down that rabbit hole with you. But it's really important to understand that there's a major shift that's going to happen, okay? This is going to go live finally, okay, on 4/2/23, okay? This video is probably going to drop probably slightly after it, okay? So it's going to go live. It's set to full release in July of 2023, but this is the first phase in when they're going to start allowing institutions to go ahead and set it up, because there's going to be a lot of training, and there's rumors and inside some of their posting and things that people that sign up for this are going to have to do a training program. Now, I don't know if they're referring to the banking institutions themselves or people that sign up to use this, because the day of, you know, sending money to your homie that you just had, you know, you split an Uber with, may be coming to an end, because guess what? The government can't track those transactions. Not only for, you know, your Uber ride split with your homie, when you go out to dinner and you want to split the bill with one of your friends, but you don't want the waitress to go through that nonsense. So you just say, I'm just going to Venmo, you know, some money for lunch or for dinner or whatever. Or my favorite, there are in fact people that own rental properties that are taking payment for rent through Venmo, Zelle, and Cash App, okay? Which again is kind of weird and crazy. What you trying to hide? Why are you not trying to show this money, okay? So that's really crazy, but this is going to affect millions of Americans, this FedNow app, once it goes live. And I believe that there's going to be tightening on regulations for banking institutions, because there's been way too much scamming going on, and that's going to give the government that leeway to say, we're going to stop all this nonsense right now, and we're going to shut down all of these peer-to-peer money transferring systems. The FedNow app is also claiming to be the lowest cost to do any type of immediate money transfer, and to be the fastest way to transfer money than any other way. That's what they're claiming that it's going to be. That's the whole purpose of it, okay? But also, the government can send you money instantaneously, okay? So in the situations where, you know, whenever we have these stimulus go out, there's people that got multiple stimulus checks that were not supposed to get it, but they couldn't take it back, okay? They couldn't cancel those checks, or they already sent that money out to those people. I don't know if they got the money back, but some people got way more money than they were supposed to get. So if this is the case, You think that the FedNow app wouldn't be able to just snatch that money out? Take some money out that you owe on taxes? Because, I mean, if you owe the IRS money, they can freeze your assets and go into your bank account automatically. You think that FedNow is not going to be like, boop, it's ours now. So in case you haven't noticed, there is a button underneath my video that says donate. That is for Nicole's wish. So now this is pretty awesome what we've been doing with this. I started a fundraiser to help donate to Nicole's wish that is granting wishes for children with critical illnesses. Now this is pretty awesome, whether it be $1, $5, $2, or some of you big ballers, bust out your wallets. This is your time to flex your money on Make-A-Wish, okay? This is pretty awesome. So what Nicole's Wish does is they take all that money and they donate it into Make-A-Wish, and they help grant wishes. Now, I'll put it up right here so you can see it. We have already granted 5 wishes. We have 7 wishes that are pending and 12 wishes that have been adopted. That's pretty awesome. So anything you can do is going to be pretty awesome. I mean, what more could we ask for? We're going to help make some kids' wishes come true. What people do not understand is the peer-to-peer money market is a $1 billion industry, okay? Billion. People don't get that. There's a reason why Venmo was created by PayPal, okay? Cash App was created for that reason also. It's a $1 billion market. Then Zelle was created, and guess who pushes and uses Zelle the most? Bank of America. Imagine that, okay? So, and of course, Zelle has been under fire and Bank of America has been under fire because the largest amount of scamming has been coming out of Zelle. Imagine that, hooked up with Bank of America. Who would have thought? Okay, so it's very important to understand what this means for you, okay, as a consumer, because you don't even realize when you swipe your card, it goes to the little payment processing machine. That's the first process to get approved. That's one part. Then it goes through a gateway, okay? That gateway has to be active, and that's the gateway to the payment processor, part 3. Once it goes to the payment processor, then it goes to the bank, part 4. How many different objects have touched that money before it even got to the bank? Now, the bank is going to stop all of that, and it's just going to be the institution to the business to the person to the business. This is going to potentially be a huge effect in the economy because are they going to get rid of Venmo, Cash App, Zelle? That has employees. All these processing companies, those have employees. So are all these jobs just going to go away? Or am I just crazy? I don't know. You tell me. So from what I could see, the FedNow app's goal is to be from person, FedNow, bank. From bank, FedNow, business. Okay? From business, FedNow, business. That's what their goal is going to be. And there's going to be a digital currency to come along with that because the U.S. government's not going to stand by and see all these other different digital currencies that are coming to life and they're not taking action. Okay? They're not going to sit on the sideline. They've made that very, very clear. So as a consumer, a lot of things are going to change with peer-to-peer money and bank-to-peer, bank to small businesses taking payment from anybody. This is a huge game changer. People are going to say that FedNow is an app, and FedNow app is a scam, okay? I don't know. I'm not the government, but you have to hook up your bank account in order for it to work. The government's going to have access to your bank account. Imagine that. Doesn't sound very safe to me when infrastructures are not great in the government systems already. IRS has issues, Social Security has issues, Medicare has issues. All these other things have issues, but now the FedNow app is supposed to be elite. So it looks like this digital currency is going to be the wave of the future, okay? You know, everybody that says cash is king, that cash is going to disappear, okay? What does your money mean? What does cash money mean? You know, it's pretty crazy to think about that. I'm not one of those people that walks around with a lot of cash on me no matter what. It just is awkward to me. It's weird. You know, I'm a credit card guy, as you may all know. So when I do have to get cash, I'm always like, it's 2023. Why can't I use a card? Like, what's going on here? What kind of institution, what kind of business are you running that you want cash? Okay? That's pretty crazy if you think about it. But I'm not like that. There are millions of Americans that don't have bank accounts. Millions of Americans that don't actually have credit cards or debit cards. I know it sounds shocking when I say that, but it's a fact. There's a real statistic out there that there are so many Americans that do not have bank accounts. So the real question here is, are you going to join the FedNow app? Is your family members, small businesses, big banks, are they all going to join? Because the government can instantaneously send you money at any given time, and they can also take it. So I hope you learned something from this video, because this is really huge news. You need to pay attention to what's going on. I hope that you watch the next video, because it's recommended from YouTube. And as always, subscribe to increase your credit score.